So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet flat on the floor. Place your feet so they're comfortably pointed ahead. I've explained before, there's one teacher who basically says, get into the position and then just take a little jump with your toes, and how your feet land is the correct position. Feet flat on the floor. No stress. Knees relaxed, slightly bent. Hips slightly forward. So the tailbone pointing towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Tuck the chin in a little bit. Let the shoulders drop down and forward. Let the arms just hang in front of you. Breathe in and out through the nose. And as you breathe in, let the abdomen expand, pulling the breath all the way down. We then pause. And then we begin the exhalation with the abdomen moving back towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way up and out the nose. We then pause again before we start the next inhalation. Try to lengthen the time of each inhalation and exhalation. Try to make them nice and deep. Place the tongue to the roof of the mouth, just behind the teeth. This connects the two meridians, the one coming up the back, the other one coming up the front. So we establish that connection there a little more solidly by doing this. It's a good practice to get into while you're practicing QIGong. But if you don't do it, it's absolutely fine. Feel that energy moving through your body. Feel it going out your feet, down into the ground, connecting to the center of the earth. Feel the earth rising up to support you. And just let yourself settle in. Focus on nothing but the breath. Become aware of the quality of the air as it enters your nostrils, as it exits your nostrils, as it moves through your body. Let's step out to a wider stance. Let's start with water waves, just gently moving side to side, arms just slightly raised. The hands move back and forth through the Wei Qi, the auric field around you. At a minimum, see if you can feel the air moving between your fingertips. Perhaps you can even feel some resistance as your hands move through this energetic field. And allow yourself to turn a little bit further each time. Just turning from the waist. And just let your hands now drop. Let your arms just hang like ribbons of silk. And just start turning side to side until the momentum starts to cause the arms to strike the body. So the forearms are hitting the body just below the belly button and the point directly behind that. Look over the shoulder, get a little further around each time. Stand nice and tall. Let the momentum carry your arms into your body rather than you using the muscles of the arms. Everything is nice and relaxed as we feel the vertebra of our spine slowly turning in place, relaxing, loosening. Good. As you turn to one side, pick your toes off the ground. Pull them towards your body. So you can get a little bit of stretch in the calves as you do this, pulling the toes towards you. Come back to flat-footed. Now we're going to do posture called raising the bubbling spring. Remember, the bubbling spring is the kidney 1 point in the bottom of your foot. So here, as I turn to one side, the opposite side, I lift the heel and I put pressure on the ball of the foot. Kidney 1 point is a point that I highly recommend if you're going to do any acupressure at all, and you're only going to do 1 point. I highly recommend that you massage the kidney 1 point every night. You can read about what it does and especially where it is on my website under handouts. The kidneys are the batteries of the body. So keeping the kidney meridian open and flowing is extremely important, especially as we get older. And back to flat-footed. See if you get a little further around this time. Look over the shoulder. Try to feel each vertebra turning in place, starting from the lower spine all the way up into the neck. And let's stimulate the lung points, lung 1 and 2. So we're going to hit in front of the chest, just inside the crease that's caused by the chest muscle and your shoulder. These 2 points are the beginning of the lung meridian, which then flows down your arm to your thumb. By stimulating this, we encourage good respiration, obviously, but also a stronger immune system. And then we're going to come up behind the neck and shoulder. Again, try to use the momentum to carry the hand up there rather than the muscles. Here we're stimulating the gallbladder meridian, the triple warmer meridian, and perhaps even the stomach meridian. Keeping the gallbladder meridian open here helps with clearer thinking, higher intuition. The triple warmer is extremely important. Triple warmer is your fight or flight response in the body. When that's overstimulated, we experience autoimmune issues. So anytime we can keep the triple warmer flowing properly, not being overly stimulated, always provides for better health. And come back down to the chest. Just reading an article that Chinese call this month the month of the fire rat. And the significance of that is that it's a month where there seem to be respiratory issues. So we want to make sure to do some lung moves to keep the lungs clear, the lung meridian flowing correctly, strongly. Come back down to the waist. Slow it back down, back to water waves. See if you can really feel the field now. Move slowly. See if you can sense that resistance. Pretty much the same movement, but we've moved from the yang to the yin, from the active to the passive. Good, and slow it down. Walk your feet back in, about shoulder width. Bringing down the heavens, gathering the energy as you breathe in. Feel the weight of the energy in your hands. Pause, breathe out as you push that energy down through the top of your head, all the way down the torso, down the legs, into the ground. Again, breathe in, pause, breathe out. Pause, breathe in, gathering that energy. Breathe out as we clear through the entire body. We get down to the bottom. Just put your hands towards the earth. See if you can feel that energetic connection to the earth. Just bend down a little bit. See if you can feel like you have helium balloons under your hands. And as you breathe out and you're pushing down, see if you can feel that resistance below your hands, trying to push those helium balloons down. And then as you breathe in, allow those balloons to float back up. Try to stand nice and tall with a nice straight spine, bending from the knees, stimulating the quad, the leg gates, the crease where the leg joins the torso. One more time. Let your hands just kind of float up. Hands are bent. Arms are bent. We're going to push our hips back, and then we're going to put the chest to the sky, look up to the ceiling as we breathe in, and then pull the elbows down, moving the shoulder blades down and together. Feeling that little arch back here in the back. Then we breathe out. The forearms come together, the palms face you. Chin gets tucked into the chest. The hips now move forward towards the elbows as you arch the back the opposite direction. In the pause here, we get a little extra stretch. And then we breathe in and we start over. Nice and slow, nice and deep. Take advantage of the pause. And then breathe out. Feel a little vertebra moving forward and back. Opening up the spaces between the vertebra. The key here is using the hips. So I'm sticking my butt out, or I'm pushing my hips back when I go into upper position, and I'm really pulling my hips forward, tucking the chin, rolling the shoulders forward. That's why you need to pull the forearms together and the elbows together. That pulls this all down and in. So we breathe in, we open it up, and we close down the shoulder blades. And we breathe out, we stretch the back the opposite way. We open the shoulder blades and collapse the chest and bring the shoulders forward. One more time. Good. And let's go right into a lung flow. So we're going to kind of start out the same way, but now we're going to let the hands drift to the side rather than up. But you're going to open the chest to the ceiling. Imagine the sun is out. You just allow yourself to absorb those wonderful rays of the sun. So actually what you're doing, you're absorbing all that wonderful energy. Thumb and first finger touch, palms up, elbows come together. We collapse just like we did on the spinal cord breathing. So we breathe in, palms down, and open up. And then palms up, thumb and first finger together. The reason for putting the thumb and the first finger together in what's referred to as a mudra is we're establishing a connection between the yin and the yang meridians. The yin meridian being the lung meridian that goes down the arm to the thumb, and the yang meridian being the large intestine that goes from the first finger up the arm. So we established that loop. One more time. Good. Drop your hands down. Let's bring their feet together. Palms up. As we come up, we breathe in. As we come up onto our toes, we bring the energy up into our lungs. Come up onto your toes, and then breathe out, flat-footed, push it down into the ground. So we breathe in the energy through the bottom of our feet all the way up into the chest. Breathe out, pushing the energy we no longer need, that no longer serves us, back into the ground to be recycled. Clearing to the lungs. One more time. Good. Let's tap the center of the chest, all up and down the sternum. You remember there's a point on the sternum called the thymus point. We tap that during the four thumps. And if you don't remember the four thumps, take a look at the handouts on handout section on the web page. Great routine to do every single morning to cover four very important body systems. This one stimulates the immune system. The way we're doing it, we're also stimulating the respiratory system. Let the hands drift down. Just start shaking the entire body by just going up and down on the knees. The entire body just relaxes. And you can just go straight up and down like this, or you can kind of shift around. Just let the body be really loose and just kind of let it go any which way you want. Just do what feels natural. The idea is we're kind of just shaking loose any energetic blockages or stagnation, trying to get all the meridians to be flowing at their peak. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth on this one. We're purging. We're releasing energy that no longer serves us or we no longer need. I always like to do the visualization on this one. Imagine golden light coming from above, going through the top of your head, the Bai Hui point, entering your head. And as you shake, you're acting like a pile driver, bringing that golden light down through the neck, shoulders, the arms, the chest, the abdomen, the hips, the legs, and finally out the bottom of the feet into the ground. And as it's doing that, repeat that. And as you're doing that, it's clearing out any areas of darkness, any areas of energetic stagnation or blockages, filling the body with this fresh, loving, golden light. Just do that one more time. Gold light from above. And we're going to do it a little bit more, but this time we're going to do what's called one of the healing sounds. The healing sound for the lungs, which is the metal element, is a bunch of Z's. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, and then you're going to like buzz like a bee. Feel that vibration in your lungs. Imagine the lungs clearing out. Picture white light filling the lungs. One more time. And slowly settle down. Just come to a stop. So you can feel that energy moving through your body. But also become aware of where it may not be moving, where you may have some blockages or stagnation. Maybe you're having a little bit of pain or discomfort. Just identify those points and then move on, just kind of cataloging them, allowing the brain to kind of focus on them. Mind directs the chi. So we're facilitating healing just by identifying these points, not giving them any more thought than that. You can just step out a little bit wider. Bring your right hand palm up below the abdomen. Left hand palm down over the head. And stretch to the right. Feel it all along the rib cage, nice and gentle. And then let's flow back to the opposite. Let the arms just naturally come around. Get a nice stretch on the opposite side. Let the hands just kind of hang. And then get into a nice flow here. This is called seaweed arms. Just imagine that you're just a big strand of seaweed being pushed back and forth by the gentle waves. One more time. And back to center. Bring the arms up. Push that energy down into the ground. Good. Let's bring our hands back up. Left hand palm up. Right hand palm down behind you. We're first going to start with a twist. So all I want you to do is just turn from the waist. Then push out with the arm, upper arm a little bit, then look over the shoulder and get a little bit of a twist here. Then the right hand comes up, goes past the ear and the face, and then it pushes out. And then the last moment you turn your head. Stand nice and tall and straight. When we twist, we do not bend over. Some people have a tendency to do this. Let's keep it nice and straight. Breathe out as you push. Breathe in as you come back around to the face. And then breathe out as you push again. Good. Last time. Come back to the center with the left arm up, and the right arm up. But we're now going to change the twist to the digestion twist. So instead of using your hand, the hand kind of, the forearm even, kind of is out of the picture. It's all going to come from the elbow. You're going to bring the elbow up and twist. And really feel that through here, through your midsection. And we go back to the same thing we did with the twist, but then we lead with the elbow and let the forearm just kind of hang. The elbow comes up and pushes up and back. Digestion twist can be used before or after a meal. I don't suggest you do it while you're eating. It'll look a little weird. Last one. Back to center. Drop the hands down, bring the feet close together. Let's do another clearing to the lungs 3 times. So we're breathing in, coming up on our toes. Push down as you breathe out. Good. Let your hands come around, step back out to shoulder width. Take your left hand, bring it out around behind you to the Ming Men point, lower back. The right hand is going to sweep out, palm out as it gathers energy, and then it comes in front of the face. Then we're going to turn palm up, push upward. And then turn a palm down as we breathe out, pushing it all the way down the body and out the feet to the ground as we switch arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in as you flip it over. And breathe out as you push it down. Bone marrow cleanse. One last time each side. Good. Let both arms drop down. Let them drop back just to the ceiling. And then swan dive. Step out a bit. Swan dive down. Sorry. And just hang. Slight bend in the knees. Let everything else relax, especially the shoulders, the neck, the head. Just let it hang. And each time you breathe out, just let the body sink just a little bit more. Now roll up from the bottom of the spine, shoulders stay down. You're stacking one vertebra on top of the other, nice and slowly. Just come up slowly, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, until finally the shoulders drop into place, and then just drop back a little bit. Look up. And swan dive your way down again. And just let everything relax and stretch. Do it much shorter this time. And then roll up, starting with the bottom of the spine to the mid back, to the upper back, to the shoulders, dropping the head back and the shoulders drop back, opening the chest. One more time. Last time. Roll up nice and gently. Absorb the energy into the chest. Take your hands, bring them around back to your kidneys. Just stand a little bit straighter for a moment. Give the kidneys a nice rub. If you like, you could picture dark blue light entering the kidneys. Feel the warmth in the kidneys. Feel the warmth coming out of your palms, filling the kidneys. Now you can leave your hands on your kidneys, or you can take your hands, thumb and first finger together, point that little circle towards the kidneys, and just lean back, but then drop your chin. And your body should start to begin to shake. Just let it do that. As long as this doesn't hurt, as long as it's not uncomfortable. It's just another way of getting the energy to move. And drop down, relax, put your hands back on the kidneys, give them a nice rub. We'll do that one more time. Good, everybody's ready? Thumb and first finger, a little circle pointed at your kidneys, or you can put them right on the kidneys if you need that support, or you can put your hands right on the kidneys for that support. Arch backward, let your body just float back, and then pull the chin to the chest. Hips forward. Breathe in and out through the nose. Just a couple moments more. Good, relax, hands come back to the kidneys, give them again a nice rub. Now take your hands, you can either leave them again on the kidneys or just a little bit away from the kidneys. Feel the energy coming out of the palms, filling those kidneys with all that wonderful energy. If you like the visualizations, dark blue light coming out of the palms, filling the kidneys with a dark blue light. The hands back on the kidneys. Brush down the outside of the legs, around the toes. As you breathe in, come up the inside of the legs, up into the abdomen, then around back to the kidneys, down the outside as you breathe out. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out. Let's do this a few times. Breathe in. Last one. Bring your hands up to the abdomen, one palm over the other. Come up the right to the diaphragm, cross down the left, just below the belly button. A couple of nice big circles here. You can picture violet light or purple light coming out of the palms, providing healing energies to all your organs. One more time around, we'll reverse. Just picture your entire abdomen glow with this beautiful violet light. One more time, finish at the bottom. Bring the feet together. Centering. Right hand goes below the lower dantian, left hand scoops out. Thumb and first finger separate. Thumb facing the center line of the body as it comes down. And then we switch. Breathing in as we're gathering the energy. We pause, breathe out as that hand comes down the center line of the body. See if you can feel the energy coming out of that gap between the thumb and the first finger, called the tiger's mouth. One more time each side. And finish with one palm over the other. Doesn't make a difference which, either interlacing the webs of the thumbs or holding at the wrist. Just below the belly button, so your thumb is about where your belly button is. Palms are about 2 inches below. Feel that energy coming out of the palms, filling the lower dantian with that energy. Allow yourself to rock and sway as that energy spirals down your legs and up your torso, filling your body. And once that energy is completely filled your physical body, allow it to expand outward, encasing you in a protective, energetic cocoon. And allow yourself to float weightlessly inside this cocoon. Become aware of what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath in, gather those feelings, those energies, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.